Interactions between spheres. So this is a picture of a river cutting a canyon. And the river is the hydrosphere, and the land is the geosphere. So the hydrosphere is interacting with the geosphere. Well, what does it mean when a question asks you for an interaction or what's interacting? An interaction is just when two things are directly involved with each other somehow, or they're acting on each other. For example, the river here, over years and years and years, it has cut out the rock and little by little eroded little pieces of rock away. And then the river has cut a big crevice or canyon into the rock. And so you can see the river all the way at the bottom, but at one time it was all the way at the top of the canyon. And it's taken millions of years to do this. The river is part of the hydrosphere, and the land, all that rock, is part of the geosphere. So we say the hydrosphere is interacting with the geosphere. So in plants, they grow into the ground most times. And this is a picture of plant roots growing into the soil. As the tree roots grow into the soil, they collect nutrients and minerals from the dirt. And the roots hold the dirt in place and keep the land from eroding. So whether it's the tree getting minerals from the soil or the roots helping the soil stay in place and keep it from eroding, either of these interactions, the biosphere, which is the tree, it's a living thing, it's interacting with the geosphere, the land. Here's another one. The wind carries seeds to new places to grow. What two spheres are interacting here? Well, seeds are part of the biosphere, and wind is part of the atmosphere. So the biosphere is interacting with the atmosphere. So remember, anything living is the biosphere, and seeds come from a living plant. They will sprout and grow new plants, so they're part of the biosphere. The wind is air, so it's part of the atmosphere. So this is a beach that's been eroded by ocean waves. Over a long period of time, as the high tide comes in and the waves crash on shore, you can see how the beach has eroded like almost a hillside in there where it's just washed away the land. What two spheres are interacting here? Well, the oceans are part of the hydrosphere, and the beach is part of the geosphere. So the hydrosphere is interacting with the geosphere. So the oceans, all that water, and the beach, all that sand and rock and land. Geosphere, oceans, hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is interacting with the geosphere. Humans, what two spheres are interacting when humans breathe? Oxygen in the air. Humans are part of the biosphere, and oxygen is a gas in the atmosphere. So the biosphere is interacting with the atmosphere. So look at this picture, and it might not show specifically any interactions. It just gives you some ideas of things in a forest. You usually have ponds and streams for hydrosphere, and for the geosphere, you have land. Sometimes you have hill and dirt and rocks. And the biosphere, there's tons of biosphere in a forest. You can obviously see all the plant and animal life, from the grasses to the bugs to the bears. There's so many things in the biosphere, and it all interacts. So I want you to describe one way that two different spheres are interacting. So what you can't do here is talk about the animals. If one animal interacts with another animal, those are both part of the biosphere. So that's not truly two different spheres interacting. Tell me about an interaction that could happen between two different spheres of Earth in a forest biome.